Hey everybody, welcome to day 9 of Shelter in Place. So, let's talk about crystals. All right, it's really hard for me to keep this short because my crystal classes I have one that's 8 hours long and one that's 16 hours long. So, this is going to be challenging for me. So, I spent 18 months in training with a science teacher. And that's where my crystal knowledge comes from. So I'm actually what's called an advanced crystal master. And there is crazy science behind how crystals work. So I want you to think of your smartphone. That's actually what I'm videoing this on. Your smartphone, your computers, your watches, your LCD screens, which by the way, LCD stands for liquid crystal display. Technology runs on crystals. It does. They absolutely run on crystals. And for people who really don't understand or don't believe that crystals have any sort of energy, your body has crystals in them. It does, but that's for another day. That's another video. So here's my elevator speech of how crystals work. There's Dobby. He often doesn't get in videos. He's my 12-year-old that I adopted. Dobby, you want to say hi to everybody? He's like, no, I do not. Maybe he'll come back. So anyway, here's the little elevator speech. So physics principles tell us that a higher dominant frequency is going to dominate a lower frequency. Now, there's a lot of variations in that, and it usually takes me an hour to explain it in my classes, but that's the short story. So in this scenario of a higher frequency versus a lower frequency, what do you think we are? We're the lower. They're the lower. Guess what's not? Guess what's the higher? All of these guys sitting here. So human and animal life forms suffer from entropy, which means we break down. Our cells are constantly growing, dying, right? We all know that. Crystals don't do that, and that's why they're billions of years old. So crystals absolutely have a documented science, a frequency that can be seen with certain instruments. And what we know is that frequency impacts us, alters us at the cellular frequency level. And it also changes, this space around us, this stuff right here that we call air. So simply having crystals in your home can cleanse and declutter the energy in your home. Now there's over 4,500 crystals, and I could give you a very long dissertation on what they all do and which ones you should have and where you should put them and all that good stuff. But here's what you need to know. The bigger the crystal, the bigger the energy. So Dobby's playing. I don't know if you can hear him. And now Rudy's going to play. It's post-dinner time, so they're playing. So little tiny crystals, of course I don't have any little tiny crystals, I only got the big ones. They have a short, small energy field, but you start getting into bigger crystals and they have a bigger energy field. I actually demonstrate how to test this in my crystal classes. It is awesome. It freaks people out. I love it. Just remember, the bigger the crystal, the bigger the energy. So get some decent sized pieces and place them in your home. I'm going to walk you around and I'm going to show you a couple that I have. And when I say a couple, kind of like a couple hundred. So if you're still skeptical, watch what your pets do and watch what kids do when you bring crystals into the home, because it's like a magnet to lead shavings. They will go to them. Whenever I come back from a crystal show, my cats lay on top of all of the new crystals, and they do not need a double-blind peer-reviewed study to tell them about frequency. They feel it. They know it. So what crystals should you get? So, like I said, there's 4,500 crystals. The only word of caution that I have is, and this is, I don't have time to talk about it in this video, don't put crystals in your technology. Just don't do it. because there are certain crystals that can't and shouldn't go near technology and certain ones that can. I don't have enough time to explain the ones that can, so just don't put them near your television, your computer, your smartphone, your Wi-Fi. Just keep them away from that. But what crystals should you have? Well, let's take a little tour. So I'm going to, here, I'm gonna turn this around and show you. So this is just my, that's just my fireplace mantle. So a lot of these are teachers, so I have them out. I got some really rare crystals. I've got some unique crystals. This one looks like a flaky biscuit. And it flakes off like a flaky biscuit. That's an angel wing calcite. Quartz is great to have in the house because quartz is the master healer, master energy. I love creating or collecting heart-shaped crystals. I picked that one up in Bangor, Maine. Isn't that gorgeous? That is a rose amethyst. So good, so yummy. But crystals that are really good to have in the home are smoky quartz. That is always a good one. Let's see, what else? That one would take an hour to explain. These three crystals are doing something. That would take an hour to explain. Let's see, amethyst. Amethyst would be good to have in the home. This is zeolite. This is celestite. This is a beautiful smoky celestial. I love apophyllite. Where's the rest of my apophyllite? Let's travel, folks. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? I don't have a light on. Rudy, show us the crystals. Let me turn the light on. This is going to be longer than I thought. This is what Rudy does near the crystals. He likes to get under the table runner and hang out with the crystals. But apophyllite is so good to have. I have that on my dining room table. All right, Dobby, do you want to come? You want to come? Come on, we are gonna, come on. Let's show some other crystals, all right? You guys are getting a little tour of the house. This is where the kitties like to sit. In fact, I had to make a space for them to sit. Crystals love sun, and yeah, you don't necessarily put dark crystals in light windows, but my crystals love to do that. I mean, something like this as a centerpiece in the house, that's amethyst. Amethyst, clear quartz, and rose quartz. These are my chunks of rose quartz. This is probably almost 10 pounds. I love rose quartz. Rudy, you're going to get up and show how you sit in the window? You probably, all of you have seen pictures of Rudy sitting in the window. He loves his crystals. But I just have crystals all over my house. These are fun. That is halite. I love getting crystals where I can show and talk about the formation. This is desert selenite or golden selenite. Oh my gosh, it's just so awesome. That one I picked up in a mine that I went into in Ireland. But here's the thing, just get a crystal. Just get like a decent sized crystal. It's a nice centerpiece. Put it on a coffee table, put it on a dining room table. You know, in your bedroom, put soothing crystals, anything that's blue or pink or green. You just can't go wrong. And if you're here in the mid-Michigan area, I teach crystal classes. I've got classes coming up at the end of April, and we're going to be practicing social distancing with crystals. I even travel to teach classes. If there's a, hold on, my phone went batty on me there. So crystals will clean the frequency in your home. And I think that's something that we all need right now, which is why this is the 4th or the 5th. I've lost track of how many of the declutter the energy in your home videos I've done. I've completely lost track. But you can see there's so many different ways to do this. So I love crystals, and the kitties love crystals. Everybody loves crystals. So post your questions below. Have a great day.